Hey, I'm going to assume that I am live because there's no way for me to know for sure until someone says, hey, I can see and hear you. Welcome to my madness. I just want to say right now, my head is killing me. It is killing me. I'm starting off bad. Me and this hair, I'm not going to last the whole night. I'm telling you that right now as well. Not going to last. I um I am kind of sick, but I can say that I feel way better than I did yesterday. No joke. I had a full blown panic attack yesterday, and I thought for sure, and I mean I was positive y'all weren't going to be seeing me today. I did not think I was going to make it through the night. Yeah, it was that bad. Um, just sharing my madness. But anyway, I started a minute early, so I'm going to give people a minute to get here. And yeah, today will be fun. Today, at least it'll be fun for me because I like doing this kind of madness. Give me a moment, excuse me, to let everybody know that I am here. And I think I need to find the right link because I tend to just click whatever. So let's do that. Facebook. I really, in all honesty, I probably will not do more of these alone because I'm realizing that it's just too hard on me trying to make sure I don't make mistakes. Like I don't want to concentrate on the clicking the right thing or making a mistake and clicking the wrong thing when I'm trying to get stuff across to everyone. If that makes sense. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. I don't want to just put it there. I will. I can add it to Twitter though. Let's go to Twitter. I keep forgetting to tell Twitter what I'm doing. And people tell me all the time, they're like, oh, we didn't get the announcement. And it's totally my fault. Like, I can't even say, what do you mean you didn't get the announcement? So, put it on Twitter. And I think it's time. I think I'm on, yeah. I should be starting now. I'm officially starting now. Close that. Close that. And good to go. I'm ready and I'm set. So, what we're doing today is what I like to call the fun part, which all my students call the agonizing part, which may also be true, just not agonizing for me because I like this is the part of the process I like to do. I like to figure out because I feel like once I create my schedule, which I have to emphasize is not written in stone, But once I create it, I feel like I can get it done. And it's not even that I feel like it. Since I've created them, I get shit done. So it definitely works for me. And for me being the best part of that sentence, I share it with you all. So in case something of it works for you. Now, technically, not even technically, we are in May. Yes, I know this. We are in May. Let me turn this phone down because I know it's going to start ringing because I'm online. Why can't I ever get this thing to work? Come on, baby. Just work. Just do that for me. Why is it telling me to set a reminder? I don't need to set the reminder. Play the video. And it played the wrong video. Yeah, sure did. No, I don't want that one. I want that one. Okay. Finally got it, I think. Finally got it to work. Okay. Like I said, I am working with the massive headache that doesn't seem to want to subside for me. Doesn't want to give me a break. Okay, sarah, right? I still got to work. And then the other thing is, and if I sound like I'm rambling, that's why. Like I'm having a hard time even concentrating. My head hurts so bad. All that said, what we're going to do now is take your writing and all that character stuff and all the blueprinting stuff that you did to get ready to write your story, even with all the stuff that you already wrote of your story. If you're like me, I tend to write, even while I'm doing my outlines, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good idea for a scene, and I'll write a note for it, or I might write the scene. If you're crazy. But all that stuff you have gathered. Now it's time to put your butt in the chair and actually write it out. But before you do that, you have to figure something out. And you're going to say, well, what is that, Aphrodite? When I tell you what it is, you have to figure out, and then you're about to get mad at me. But I want you to pull your outlines out. Actually, let me get my outline too. Which I conveniently put away because I'm me. So why would I have my outline ready? Oops. Let's see. Of course not. Oh, again, please shout out that you're here. Oh my Lord. This is why I shouldn't do this alone. Because it'll be these lulls like this and they get on my nerves. Because somebody else was here with me, then I wouldn't have to worry about that. And I have so many outlines, it is not funny. Which outline do I use as an example? Want me on mine. I'm a fool for you, baby. On me on mine. Where is the one I want to do? Let's just do this one. Why not? Oh no, because we can't. We can't do that one. Okay. Forget it. We're going to use one of you guys' outline. We are not using mine. I forgot. Because I don't want to show it on screen. So anyway, get your outlines out, people. I'm going to assume that you have your outline in front of you and all your glorious little bullet points. No, don't say that. Why are you? What are you doing? I said not to pull that up. My computer is mad with me. No, don't pull that one up. Okay, thank you. Let's see, is there one in here? There isn't. Of course there isn't. How about, okay, I know what we'll do. Let's just use Swimmer Boy. You guys seen that one already. Okay, we good? Everybody have the outline? Oh, hey, I thought I saw you. I really did, but I wasn't sure because when I see the A, I'm not sure if it's my name or if it's someone else. So, blind girl problems. I've been stumbling a few seconds here because I feel a little discombobulated. You have your outline, Danny? In front of you, you need your outline, either on your computer or physical copy of it. If you have it, let me know. If you have it out, let me know. Because I don't want to jump too far ahead because this is the only part of this that takes a minute to do. Okay, you're good? All right. Let me prayerfully pull my outline up. So, let's see. Screen share. Where is it at? Share. There it is. Yes, share the screen. Yes, that's the screen. I only have one. And Swimmer Boy. Okay. So here's my outline for Swimmer Boy. You see it? My 34 little scenes, which again, I know I said before that your outline is going to be scenes and this and the third. This technically is only 4 scenes. I just broke it up ridiculous so that I can show you what I mean, because I can't give you an example from one of my stories because of the stuff that it says on it that I don't want to show on the air. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to scene number 1. Good old scene number 1. And you, in all your genius, for a story you haven't written yet and don't really know the answer to this, you are still going to say how many pages that's going to be. Yes, you are. Yep. You haven't written it, you're going to miraculously think, well, this particular thing where she's coming home, I know approximately it's going to take me a page to write. So you're going to assign that as 1 page. Actually, that won't even be a whole page for me, because about this much will be a page, and then this much will be another page. But stay with me. If your scene doesn't equal an entire page, you still assign it as 1. Still assign it as 1. Still assign it as 1. Still assign. Well, this is 1. Still assign it as 1. Okay. So let's say all this, and I'm just going to pretend I say this turns out to be 200 pages. 200 pages. Vampire Assassin, am I seeing? Hello, how are you? I've seen you around. Okay. I hope you didn't miss too much, and if you did, don't worry, it'll catch up. So your guesstimate at 250 words per page, approximately, because you never know what it's going to be, that For my little scene, I'm going to say it's 200 pages. I know it will not be that much. I always round up. But for the sake of doing the math, let's say that it's 200 pages. Let me show you what the sheet that we're going to be writing on looks like. I'll send you the sheet shortly. Me and the share screen, man, we have a hard time. We have a love-hate relationship. So basically, on the first line, you're going to write how many pages it's going to be, period. Just write that number in. Write it in. Have faith in me. It doesn't have to be correct. We're guesstimating. All right, so for me, I'm writing 200. Now, the amount of pages per session, that is simple. I don't care if some days you can write like 25 pages. You need to write on this line the number of pages that no matter how bad your day went, no matter how bad you feel, no matter how much writing mojo you got going on at the time, how many pages can you do no matter what? No matter what. For me, that number is 4. At any given writing session, if I sit my butt in a chair, I can knock out 1,000 words, which is 4 pages. So your concrete number that goes on line number 2 will be the amount of pages you know you can write even on your worst writing day. So put 4 on that line for me. Put whatever that number is for you. And I'm telling you to keep it to your lowest thing that you could do, because it doesn't matter if you write above it. Put it to the lowest thing that you will do no matter what. Okay? Let me go back and see if everybody did that, if everybody's good. How do I do that? Stop sharing. Okay, that's how I do it. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna give it to everybody. I have a better formula sheet than that one. I just had to make that big so I can see it. The way I have it for you all, much nicer. Okay. So now, the next thing that you have to do, now you have guesstimated how many pages your whole manuscript is going to be because you went down that outline and assigned a number to each one, each line, each scene. I don't care if you got 85 scenes. You assign a number to how long you think it's going to be you're the only person who knows what this story is about. I know that writing the part where Simone comes home from work and gets herself ready for whatever her evening is going to be like quarter up, 3/4 of a page. It may end up being more. It may end up being less. None of that will matter in the grand scheme. I promise you. You are just guesstimating. Because when I did my guesstimate for Shattered wound up being 83,000 words. I guesstimated 100,000. Okay, I was way off, but I was good because I was way off in the wrong, in the big direction. You want that. You want to pad it, especially if you are like me and you're an overwriter. If you're an underwriter, it still won't matter because your ultimate finishing page count is going to be what it is. This isn't you saying that you have to hit that number. This is you guesstimating so that you can build this schedule, what I'm about to show you. So you're going to take the amount of pages that your manuscript is going to be, and you're going to divide it by the amount of pages that you can do in one session. Okay. So for me, with 200 pages and divide it into 4 pages at a time, I got 50 sessions. 50. This does not mean 50 days in a row. This just means 50 times that I'm going to sit my butt in the chair. That's how long it's going to take me to write 200 pages is 50 times if I'm doing it 4 pages at a time. Everybody understand what I'm saying there? And oh my goodness, it's going to take me 50 times of sitting down and doing it. Because there are days when I have 2 writing sessions in the same day. But they're still counting as a session. Okay? There are days when my lowest of low, and 4 is my lowest of the low. I can write way more than 4 pages, but like a day like this, when I just can barely think, I can get 4 out. Okay? All right. So the next thing that you are going to do, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Bear with me. I'll send it to everyone who emails me, because what I was trying to do was to put it into a PDF that's on my YouTube thingy, and it just wouldn't let me do it. So if you email me, and it's easy because my email is my name plus author. So author Aphrodite Lee at yahoo.com. Email me, put in the subject line schedule, put it in all caps. Your girl can't say. All caps, and it says schedule, and then I know what to send, because I won't open it. Woo! I'm so sorry. I hope that wasn't loud on you guys' end. I won't open it if I don't know where it's coming from. So just do that, and I'll send you the rest of the stuff that you missed too, because this is the 4th week. It's a lot of stuff that happened up until this point. Okay, but here's everybody good. Okay, because I know it might seem like, again, it might seem convoluted, but have faith in me. Listen to mama. Trust me. So I know that in order for me to write my tale, I have to sit down and do it 50 times at the least. 50 times. Now, that does not mean that it needs to be 50 days in a row, which you can do. But this is how you're going to determine what that's going to be. So we're going to share the screen again. Prayers every time we share the screen, guys. All the magic, all the juju, all the prayers, whatever, send it my way. Yes, this screen. I hate that it double asks me. I mean, I get that it needs to. Don't get me wrong. I do. Okay. Choose your goal date, my lovelies. And by goal date, I mean choose a day on the calendar that you want to be finished. Okay, my icon-y thing moved, but it should say November 30th. You see where the star jiggy is? Red star. November 30th is the day that I said that I want my story to be done. I want to be done November the 30th. That's my day. I know I have 50 days. So right now, since it's May the 1st, I know between now and November 30th, I got to sit my butt in the chair 50 times and write this story. So before I determine all that, you have to do the most important thing of all. Block out the days that you know that you will not be writing. Let me turn the paragraph thingy off. That you will not write. That writing can't have you for whatever reason. You belong to the world. You have other stuff that's going on. I blocked out all Sundays. Sundays are mine. I'm keeping Sundays to myself. So there's no Sundays that I'm going to have available for writing. It just can't happen. So all my Sundays are blocked out. I have birth dates and vacations, and I don't do shit for nobody during my birthday week. You go down, oh yeah, there's that one time where I know I'm going to be going away. School's about to start up for the kids. I got to get them ready. Whatever your situation is, you go to your calendar and you block out the days that you know for sure, under no circumstances whatsoever, are you going to be writing. Block them out. Down here in purple is my day that I said I want to be done. Okay? So once you blacked out, literally, blacked out the days that you do not have to devote to the writing. All the days that you didn't block out are what's left. Within that time, from whatever today's date is to whatever the date is that you said you want to be done, you have 50 days to do it. You literally, like for me, let's go back. Let's see what I have. Because think about it, 50 days isn't a lot. It's not even 2 solid months. So wait a minute, one more time. Let me go back to the page. You would think that I would be able to find it right away. Okay. So for me, let's see, it's May the 1st. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's 7 months. I don't need to actually see that to do that. Okay, so with the next 7 months, I have 50 days. If I wanted to, I could do more math. Let's pretend like I want to. And we can divide the 50 by the 7. So roughly 7 days per month, 7 days per month, I have to sit down and write. 7 days per month. Now, what I usually do is I go pick my start date. I count back from 50 to know that the date, 50 days before my day that I want to be done, I have to at least start by this day or I'm fucked. So I know that. So I'll just go back 2 months from November and I know, oh shit, I got to start like September. It's the latest I can start. Even though I'm going to start now. September is the latest I can start to meet my goal. Okay? I never pick a start date to write. I pick my date that I want to be finished. And once I decide what my date is that I want to be finished, I work my way back to when I need to start. That is why I can literally almost to the month know when I'm going to be done. Does it always hit? Of course not, because my word counts always shift. It's not written in stone, but it will help you. I have never missed a goal date. Never, because I do this. Because I guesstimate how many pages. I know how many pages I can write on a bad day. I know now, like based on this example, I know I have to sit and write at least 50 times. And I give, even if I know I gave the example saying that I can do 3 sessions in a day, I still count them as one day. One session. If I write 25 pages instead of 4, I don't go, whew, okay, I don't have to write for a couple days. Nope. I still write like I only wrote 4. I still write like I only have 50 days because you want to be ahead of your schedule. I need a tissue or something. You want to be ahead. It's so much more you have to do past the 0 draft. Trust, I'm sure you know. So you don't want to be like, oh, well, I got 50 days. So I'll just wait. I already wrote 100 pages of this bad boy. I only got 100 pages to go. I can chill. Don't lie to yourself. Do what you said you were going to do. 4 pages per session or more. And if you happen to write the whole thing way before the deadline, that's icing on your cake. So does everybody understand how to get to their goal date? The most important thing of all of this is blocking out those days you know you can't write or you're not going to write. A lot of people get themselves all flustered because they feel like, oh, I have to write every day and blah, blah, blah. And some people work like that. But do not feel like you have to work Hope I'm not wiping off my lipstick. Do not feel like you have to work the way everybody else does. This whole thing that we just did is 100% tailored to how you can do it. Now, you can choose to do those 50 days in a row. You can be like me and be crazy. Okay? I would have never put my date all the way in November if I'm in April for something that's 200 pages. But I was trying to show you the example. You know what I mean? So don't fall into the trap when somebody says, you have to write. If you're a dedicated writer, you have to write every day. If you're a dedicated writer, you have to dedicate yourself to writing, and you have to figure out what that is and what that means to you and for you. And for me, it means approximating how long it's going to take me to do it. And then when do I want it done? Once I know when I want it done, I just work my way back up. And because I have my outline, because I have, and here's my thing. Because while I'm putting together my whole blueprint, I'm also creating my encyclopedia. Some people say the Bible, their book Bible. I have changed my mind from using that. It's called my encyclopedia. Because I have that, because I have the outline, because I have my character bios, because I wrote notes, because I dumped, because I did all those things on my first start day, I know what I'm going to write. I know that I am going to do, hold on, let's see if I can pull it up. I keep hitting the wrong button, guys. I should never be left alone. Let's see. Oh, where is it? This one. I know that on my first day, if nothing else, I'm going to write this much. I know. I just know. That's it. No matter what happens to me, when I get into my groove, I'm going to write the whole thing about Simone coming home from work, being tired, making her dinner, checking her social media, and eating. I know it. And if I'm feeling jiggy, I'm in my groove, I can say, hey, shit, I got a whole nother hour left and no one needs me and I want to devote it to writing. Then I will write whatever else of it I can. Still counting it as one session. So I really hope that makes sense. It works. It works every time. Every single time. It works every single time. It really does. And by works, I mean, it keeps you motivated. It keeps you in check. It keeps you in check. It keeps you also not being flustered and feeling like the weight of the world dropped down on you because you want to tell this marvelous tale. It's like, I have to do this. And I have to do that. And I have to do the other thing. Well, you know what you have to do? What you said what you were going to do. What you said you were going to do. How many days it was going to take you to do it. Let's say it was going to take you could only do 2 pages. You can only swear to yourself that you can do 2 pages. You can only do 500 words a session. Only you would know that. On your bad day, you know you can only hang with 2 pages. So you would break that down and it would turn out to be 100 sessions. So you know from whatever your deadline date that you only have 100 days to get to it. Black out the days you can't. The rest belong to you. Oh, and the other thing, I knew I was forgetting something. Because I write different times of the day, throughout the day, I always forget this part. So forgive me. Pick a time. Pick a window. Like if your session day is that you don't even start writing until 8:00 after you fed the kiddos and watch a little TV with the hubby or whatever, and you say, love you, boo, writing time, write that one in ink. And I tell you why. because you'll get into the routine of doing that the same way you get into the routine of waking up at 7:30, taking a shower, going to work, blah blah blah, coming home, making dinner, playing with the kids, kissing on the hubby, sitting watching TV, sitting at your desk writing. Give that a time, put it in ink, and be true to it. Now, for you, it may be lunchtime. Maybe on your job, you get a bloody hour lunch. Well, maybe you choose that time to be your writing time. While you're chewing on your sandwich, drinking your power drink, and maybe you're taking 45 minutes of that and you are doing your 3 pages, your 4 pages, or whatever you said your pages are. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you keep to that. That's the one thing that I tell people to put in stone. That's the one thing. That way, on the days that you can't do it, you're not screwed up, because you have dedicated that all the time to that particular time. It belongs to you. No one can have it. And then, yeah, maybe you caught a cold that day. Maybe one of your kids is sick and you have to nurse them. You're still good because you've been keeping yourself in check. Don't make it sporadic, like, oh, I'll just find the time that day, because no one ever finds the time. You have to make it. Creative people will let the world steal from them. Creative people will let their project be put on the back burner and then do something else in a heartbeat. It's just how we are, which is why you have a lot of people who wanting to write or wanting to get their book done, who have a lot of it written but nowhere near finished. Do this and you'll be good. It's like you're a contract with yourself. Okay? Trust me. I had people try to combat me, like in class when I was saying, okay, count your pages. Like, well, I don't know how many pages this is going to be. And you don't. I said, but look at that. That scene in your head, if you were playing it out, how long do you think it would be? Well, this is pretty long. It's like a long fight scene. It's going to be like 3, 4, 5 pages. Then put 5. What do you care if it ends up being 6, turns out being 2? Guesstimate. Because you're only doing that to get a date, to know how much, to get yourself sitting in the chair to get done. Honestly, 200, a 200-word project for me, I could write this tomorrow. I could write it tomorrow. It's like, I'm sorry, 200 page, I could write it tomorrow. I really could. I have sat down and done some marathon shit, 10,000 words, and then be blah, blah, blah. That's not what you want to put yourself. That's not the situation you want to put yourself in. You want to put yourself in a situation where you also have a life, including your writer life. So, as far as that goes, that's all I have for you. You did all the hard part all these 4 weeks in April. But I do want to make an announcement for everyone who is in the awe, being in awe. April is for writing erotica and for playing the game. I did not have any idea it would be this popular. So I want to say thank you for that, because it's been the response I've gotten has been great. And because of that, and because so many people wanted to do it, I'm extending it for 2 more weeks. So we're stealing some of May, okay? The April showers done brung the Mayflowers, okay? So we're stealing some of May. You're getting 2 more additional weeks to participate. You are very welcome, because it makes my heart sing that people even wanted to do it. So I thought for sure people would be like, Aphrodite girl, you need to stop. But no, very popular. I just can't get over it. So for people who are coming in late to the game, If you want to be in awe, there's a link below that you can click to join the fun. There are, 24 prompts, and they're kind of sassy prompts, and you get to write 4 or 5 or as many as you want stories, I should say, because you can play the bingo as much as you want. The heat levels can be anything from 1 flame to 5. You are not limited on what you could do. You're not limited on I'm sorry, I'm so sick. You are not limited on the how long they can be. You can write a poem, you can write a song. I do not care. You can write a long story, you can write a short story. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you follow the prompt so you can get your bingo. And that puts you in the running for the goodies. So I had to do that because, again, I didn't expect so many people would want to be a part of it. So thank you. Thank you for that. Makes my little heart sing, and I'm sure Minx is somewhere smiling at her little kinky stuff. One more thing. Anyone who wants to get with me, like one-on-one, to work out their the whole blueprint, the whole scheduling, all that stuff from the other videos, just hit me up. I will make the time. But you got to hit me up soon because I have one of these to go through that I start this month. And I will help you get through and help you work out some of your kinks, help you get your plots and stuff together, all that good stuff. I will do that. So, yeah, I got you. I keep feeling like I'm missing. You guys forgive me. Okay. Oh, I love your avatar, by the way, Vampire Assassin. That is hot. Yeah, you're probably laughing about the Minx thing. You know how she be, her pink haired self. But yeah, I can't say it enough how happy everyone has made me be, especially the people who are private messaging me like, thanks for doing this, and I've wanted to dabble with this, and blah blah blah. And it's like being out of the boudoir as opposed to like being out of the closet. Like, yeah, come on out of the boudoir, my love, please, and write whatever you want to write the way you want to write it. By the way, the whole thing about the putting the unpacking your characters, your outline, and your blueprint and all that works for any kind of story. It doesn't matter. You could be writing a children's book. It doesn't matter. It's just that for April, we're writing some saucy stuff. So, what's really fun? What I miss? while she writes to me and tell me what I miss, don't forget to hit me up if you need me to help you get the stuff down, and I will do it. Thanks. Someone drew my main character for me, and it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Love it. So wait, so your main character is your main character of Vampire Assassin? You already got me intrigued. Oh, the game, yes. Like, look, this is not me boasting, but now I wish I could play the game to win. Because I'm going to black out that card, man. I'm going to do all 24 prompts. And some of my stories aren't, well, one of them is kind of scary. How about that? Look at me. Some of them are like 5 heat levels and maybe a little bit more. But a lot of them were 1s and 2s, and I'm real proud of that. So I'm having a good old time. I might have to do it again. Let's see, I did it in April, maybe in August, because April and August are my 2 months. So let's see. Yeah, she's quite feisty. Well, she looks like she's feisty. Like, don't mess with her. So that's all I have for you all. Like I told you, you all did the hard part. Once you get your do the worksheet, and again, I will send the worksheet out to anybody who wants it. And Vampire Assassin, since you missed all the other stuff, you might want to watch some of the other videos, but I can still send you the other stuff for the whole 4 weeks, so you'll have it. There's more stuff that goes with this week other than this sheet, by the way, guys. I just didn't need to show it to you because I needed you to work on getting that done. So share with me before I go, if you can, what your deadline date is that you gave yourself for whatever outline you worked from. And it could be from one of the shorts. I mean, your deadline date literally could be like 2 weeks from now. Oh, I can write this in 2 weeks from now in 5 days kind of thing. But share with me if you have, if you did it. I've finished the other story, and I'm working on one of my novels for this month. But I know what it was. I'm supposed to be working on my novel for this month, starting tomorrow, but I'm going to be starting the last week in May instead. And for these 3 weeks, I'm going to fix my one of my old stories to be a part of Kindle Novella, because Kindle Vella. I'm saying Kindle Novella, but that's basically what it is, Kindle Vella. If you're not familiar with it, hit up YouTube. There's so much about it on YouTube, but it's like a dream come true for me because I always wanted to do serial type stories, and then Kindle Novella contacted me, which they contacted like everybody who has a author site on KDP. So not like I'm special, but I can't wait to do that. So I have a story that I wrote like 10 years ago that really needs me to fix it, and then I can put that up as my Kindle Novella submissions. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, definitely hit it. Definitely hit those. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It was something else I was supposed to say. I am going to put this into a really good workbook one day. And I say one day because my plan was to do it this week, but I'm not doing it this week because of the Kindle Bella stuff. So I am going to put it into a really good workbook and give it to people that are on my newsletter, to my newsletter subscribers. That really breaks down the process from the first day all the way to today. And what this did was it gets you to now where you can sit down and just knock your story out. I have more addition stuff too, like how I set up my encyclopedia, how I set up my other notebooks, how I set up my files. I have all kinds of information on that really gets me clean writing and getting it through and getting it to my alpha, all that. I have all the information on how I do that. So again, when people always ask me, how do you get so much writing done? This is how. Because I do all this prep work first so that my writing stuff could just be fun. That's all I have to concentrate on, is telling my story. And for all the people who say, well, if I did all that and this and the third and this, no, it gives me freedom to tell my story, because now all I got to do is sit down and write it. That's all I have to do. I check off my boxes as I go. So thank you so much for being with me this evening. Thank you for bearing with me, stumbling over my words and my headache, which probably shows in my eyes. Thank you so much for everyone who's being in awe. And just thank you. Just thank you. Like, I can't be thankful enough. Vampire Assassin, if I'm not subscribed to you, I'm going to hit my way over to your channel. Because, like, totally, I mean, you got 2 words in order that really just intrigues me. I'm not going to Twitch tonight. Normally, I go to Twitch and we do some more writing. Not doing that. I got to get into the dark. I got to get in the dark before this turns into more than what it is. Love you guys so much. Thank you.